Hi, my name is Donna and welcome to my sewing journey. A couple of days ago, I did a video on projects that you can make to give as gifts, but I didn't have the videos up yet. So I'm going to add to that and do another video. So this one is going to be for a zipper pouch that can be attached to a notebook or a journal. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that you're going to need is 2 pieces of fabric that are 4.5 by 9 inches. Isn't this the cutest little goat fabric? And you're going to want to line that with interfacing the same size, 4.5 by 9 inches. You're also going to need lining fabric the same size, 2 of them, 4.5 by 9 inches. You're also going to need a zipper that's 8 inches. And this is one that's a finished one that has the zipper tops, the stops at the top and the bottom. You're going to need a 9-inch piece of elastic. You're also going to need to make 2 binding. This is going to be for your bindings for your seams. You're going to need 2 of them that are 5 inches by 2 inches. And you're going to press over 1/4 inch on each end. Then you're going to press it in half. And then you're going to take each half, open it up, and press them to the inside and make it just like a piece of double bias tape. Just like that. And you'll need 2 of those. Let's get started sewing. Okay, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to work on your zipper. So you're going to need 1 piece of lining and 1 piece of your outer fabric. And you're going to take your outer fabric and you're going to sit that face up. You can take your zipper face down. That means this part of your zipper pull, is down. You want that facing it. And you want to center it. You want to center your little stops in the fabric. So you're going to line that up. And you're going to center that. Then you're going to take your lining fabric face down on top of that. Using your zipper foot, you're going to stitch right here all the way down. I'm going to sew mine, you sew yours, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I stitched it. Now I'm going to open it up and I'm going to press both sides flat. I'm going to press it all the way away, just like that. I'm going to use the iron to press that. Then I'm going to top stitch it right here, 1/8 of an inch. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to lay this face up, put my zipper. Now this is a pattern that you have. This pattern is, upright, so you want to make sure that you do the pattern the same direction. So we're going to do this one upright. Same thing. And you're lining, and then we're going to stitch this with the zipper foot. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, I top stitched both sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the bottom seams, right sides together. I'm going to match on the fabric side, and I'm going to stitch 1/4 inch seam, and the same thing on the lining side. I'm going to match that, the bottom seam, and I'm going to stitch 1/4 inch. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, I stitched both sides and I pressed open the seams. So now what I'm going to do is reach inside and I'm going to unzipper the zipper all the way up so that it's like that. And it just makes it easier. Oh, I can use this side. Makes it easier to turn this so that it's right side out. And then you're going to push the the outer fabric to the inside so that it looks like this. Okay? Then I'm going to zip it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to center the zipper over top of the seam. Just like that. Okay? I'm going to take the elastic and I'm going to line it up on the fabric. I'm going to center it on the fabric. And then I'm going to center the zipper on over that seam. And I'm going to clip it in place. Or you can pin it, whichever works for you. Okay. And you're going to do this on both sides. Turn it around, do the other end. Make sure that it's hard to see and pull the pull the elastic down so that it's even with the end, centered on the seam. And then you want to center that zipper on that seam. And you want to press or clip it or pin it. Okay? And you do both sides. And you're going to stitch both ends. Oops. You're going to stitch both ends 1/4 of an inch. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, I sewed each seam 1/4 of an inch. Now what I'm going to do is take this binding that I made and I'm going to put it on each end. Just like that. And I'm going to sew that at 3/8 on both ends. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I top stitched both ends. And now I'm just going to reach in there, and it's just easier if you unzip it completely. And you're just going to turn it right side out. Push out the corners. I just use my fingers and just push on that binding, and it pushes it right out. Do the other side, same way. Just push your fingers in there. And again, I just push on the binding. Pushes it right up. And then, just going to press it a little bit just to make it look nicer, and it'll be done. Okay, here we are, all finished with the elastic. Isn't that adorable? I just like the little goat fabric. Just really cute. So, 3 options. And then here's one where I had a little piece of fabric as a tab, which is something that you can do if you wanted to make it longer for like a notebook, an 8.5 11 by 8.5 by 11 page notebook or binder. You can just add a little piece of fabric and on the end of your elastic so I didn't have black elastic and I didn't like the look of this one, so I put these little tabs so that when it's on a journal you won't see that. You'll just see the black. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed making this with me, and if you had fun, please subscribe and follow me for more, and we'll do more fun projects together. Have a great day sewing.